Live from the birthplace of country music, it's Radio Bristol's Farm and Fun Time.
Wash out at the bottom of the hill. Big creek up and Little Creek level. Plow my corn with a double shovel. Stay all night, stay a little longer. Dance all night, dance a little longer. Pull up your coat, throw it in the corner. Don't see why I don't stay a little longer. Well, mule and a grasshopper eating ice cream. The mule got drunk and they laid him on the beam. Being a little limb about 10 feet tall. You ought to see how that woman falls. Stay all night, stay a little longer. Dance all night, dance a little longer. Pull up your coat, throw it in the corner. Don't see why I don't stay a little longer.
Radio Bristol presents Farm and Fun Time. Live from the birthplace of country music museum in beautiful downtown Bristol.
Well, grab your partner, pat her on the head. If she don't like biscuits, feed her cornbread. Girls out of Bristol about half grown. Jump on a man like a dog on a bone. Stay all night, stay a little longer. Dance all night, dance a little longer. Pull off your coat, throw it in the corner. Don't see why I don't stay a little longer. Well, don't see why I don't stay a little longer. Thank y'all. Give it up. Come on, y'all. It's Farm and Fun Time. Live from the McLaughlin Performance Theater here at the birthplace of country music museum. Welcome to another live broadcast of Radio Bristol's Farm and Fun Time. How is everybody? Sounding great? Maybe we should have practiced before the show, but y'all sound good. We're glad you're here. This is the first broadcast, first time for 2026 for our first show for our 11th season, if you can believe that. So thanks for being here. Big thanks to all the folks tuning in all over, wherever you might be. We appreciate you. We've got folks listening to Radio Bristol and Farm and Fun Time from all over the world. We were looking through some stats the other day and found we've got a lot of listeners in Sweden. We got a lot of listeners in Germany, Russia, all over the world. It's really cool. So we welcome them, and we're really happy that folks enjoy what we're doing. We've got a good show tonight. What do y'all think? Do you think it's going to be good? From Richmond, Virginia, we have with us a band that really took Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion by storm last year. Holy Roller is here with us. Yeah. And we've got a band that, man, sound check, I was really excited to hear them. They sound really great. A songwriter, country singer-songwriter from the Ozarks over in Arkansas. Dylan Earl is here as well. And we're doing a look back on 10 years of Radio Bristol, talk a little bit about the platform. We're going to do that for our farm report. So it's not really a farm report, it's a radio report. That's going to be happening. And, of course, we've got Country Casserole here. Give it up for JP, Sarah, Levi, Reba. All right, we'll get you a classic country song. I wrote this one last year. It's called Billboard Famous. Someday I'm gonna be Billboard famous. People gonna know my name when I'm walking the street. Cars are gonna be slowing down in every lane, saying, hey, yo, the guy that I saw up high, smiling down upon me. And I say, yes, sirree, that was me. Pleased to make your acquaintance. And with a twinkle in my toe, I go skipping down the road, because I'm billboard famous. Well, if I was billboard famous, I'd get my Mickey D's for free. Every time that I pull up in line to say, this one's on me, they'd give me supersize with an extra fry and a quarter pounder with cheese. And just like that, I'd get a big old sack and say, honey, that sure was gracious. And with a belly full of grease, I'd go skipping down the street, because I'm billboard famous. Oh yeah. Better find me a company that'll post my face on every place for a nominal monthly fee. Said if I paid today, I'd be on my way. Said there's a story on me. Well, oh boy, did I jump for joy when I paid them all my wages. Said hold on to your seat, 'cause in a matter of weeks, well boy, you'll be billboard famous. Now that I'm billboard famous, well I ain't got a dime to spare, but I got me a picture on a big old board out in the middle of who knows where. And I ain't seen a soul on this county road, just a turtle, a frog, and a deer. And I've been sitting here with a case of beer saying, buddy, this is just outrageous. It's quite a price to pay each and every day just to be billboard famous. Just to be billboard famous. I'm gonna be billboard famous. Thank you, billboard famous. All right, here's a brand new one I just found out about. It's called Golly Gee. When I see your face, puts everything in place. Everything in place. When I see your smile, it makes me smile. It makes me smile. I know, but still I wonder. Well, I know, yes I know. Now I'm really walking, now I'm really talking, now I'm really living. And when I see you there, suddenly sits still, the world sits still. I know, but still I wonder. Well, I know, yes I know. And now I'm really walking, now I'm really talking, now I'm really living. But when I see you there, suddenly I care, suddenly I care. Thank you, Golly G. Here's a tune from our longest supporter of Farm and Fun Time, Eastman Credit Union. Y'all give it up for Eastman Credit Union. Hi there, how you doing? Hope you don't mind us crooning about Eastman Credit Union. They're the reason that you're able to tune in. If you like all the things that we're doing, let them know how much you're improving. Say thank you, Eastman Credit Union. Yes, tell them thanks for their support of Radio Bristol's Farm and Fun Time. Remember, ECU is there for you. From using your phone to transfer money, to making a deposit, to signing loan documents, from anywhere. For more information, visit ecu.org. Join Farm and Fun Time and sing. Thank you, Eastman Credit Union. Hey, thanks. Woo! Yeah, that's the kind of response we want. Thank you, Eastman Credit Union. All right, y'all, we're going to jump into our first guest of the evening. As I let you know, this is a fantastic band. I've been wanting to get this fella here for a long time, actually, and we've been playing his records on Radio Bristol for quite a bit. Tonight, we got a talented country singer who makes his way from the state of Arkansas. Dylan Earl has been turning heads with his new album, Level-Headed Even Smile, on Garhole Records, favorite here on Radio Bristol. Earl charts territory into his formative years, discovering Arkansas and the people that helped shape his music and character. A unique voice, comfortable in both the mainstream and on the fringe. Y'all make welcome Dylan Earl, everybody.
Good evening. That's about right. Been doing that about 15 years, so pretty good at it. Like Chris said, we drove our happy butts all the way from the great state of Arkansas. I'd like to remind everyone that Arkansas is better than theirs. We're pleased to be here at Radio Bristol, the birthplace of Country Music Museum. We're about to see every inch of Tennessee this little run, that's for sure. We'll be back in Memphis tomorrow. Yep. Showbiz, baby. Oh, we tuned because we care. Thank y'all for hanging in with us. That's right, go Hogs. All right, fellas, how we feeling, everybody? Yeah? Oh, y'all feeling good? Great. All right. I'm going to ask you guys a favor. Y'all mind getting in the truck with us?
There's nothing quite like a living on four wheels of the radio. Oh, there's nothing quite like my morning view that changes day to day. My loved ones, they often ask me, how do I carry on that way? Oh, I'm amazed at the way they miss me. Oh, when I get in the truck, start her up, I'll take me wherever I go. I try to keep track on my worn out map, but I get lost living in the folds. All right, Calvin, you tell them about it. When my dreams, they finally take me on some far out county road, I'm gonna wake up with another place to go. Oh, when I get in the truck, start her up, I'm gonna take me wherever I go. I try to keep track on my worn out map, but I get lost living in the folds. Oh, Grady, come on, let's go there together. When I get in the truck, I start her up, I'm gonna take me wherever I go. I try to keep track on my worn out map, but I get lost living in the folds. Oh, I'm always lost. Where are we? Oh, we're in Bristol, living in the folds. All right, that's for all y'all that grew up with analog maps. You know, I like to tell people, especially these new folks, you get a lot of young kids coming out to these country shows, which is great to see country music alive and well amongst the young folks. Some of these kids come out and they look a little confused at that song sometimes because they grew up in the age of the screen, you know. And I say, you know, back in my day when my mom was teaching me how to read a map, you know, if I wanted to look a little closer, I just held it close to my face. There's no such thing as zooming in, you know. Oh, you guys like outlaw country? That's a part of the tradition, isn't it? Oh, this is an important one. This is one for you to take home to your family reunion out there. Have that all too important conversation. Maybe educate a family member of yours about being nice to other people different than them. Maybe this is a little more in the vein of the Outlaws, I guess, not this hijack sensibility that we see coming out of Music Row these days. Let's do it. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. I'd rather be a bootlegger than a bootlicker, a sidestepper than a home wrecker, and I don't get a pick-me-up and putting other people down. It's clear to see by the air I breathe, working class solidarity is the only way we're gonna stamp that fascist out. I'd rather be an outlaw than in with the law. This authority worship is the strangest thing I ever saw. And their holy roller hypocrisy, they're polluting all the free air I breathe. None of them folks ever showed me empathy. All right, Grady, do one. just 'cause I was white could do all them old country songs like Earl. And talk about football and hunting, y'all. They can tell that I ain't frontin' when I call my hogs. They don't care, I'm a little queer. White privilege is real. I'd rather be an outlaw than in with the law. This authority worship is the strangest thing I ever saw. And their holy roller hypocrisy out here polluting all the free air I breathe. None of them folks ever showed me empathy. All right, Calvin, burn it down. This authority worship is the strangest thing I ever saw. And their holy roller hypocrisy here polluting all the free air I breathe. None of them folks ever showed me empathy. So don't hang that hat high over me. That's right. Thank you kindly. Oh man, it sure got cold today. I just want to remind everybody this winter season, watch out for ice and let your neighbors know when they're around. Oh, it's around. Yeah, we don't much care for those guys. Well, boys, what we doing for them next now? All right, well, I like to call this area of the country the lateral south to us. You know, we're just one step over from our south. You know, we're like twins, basically exactly the same, but completely different. Y'all got a mighty good biscuit game out here, though, I'll say that. We'd like to take you to our part of the south, the other lateral south, out to the Ouachitas, the only east to west running mountain range in North America. It's where I like to get my fresh air. It's also a place I dream of when we're scattered about this country or this world, wherever we are. Sometimes I think about the Ouachitas. When I found a place where my problems couldn't bother, I took a smoke from the ditch in the holler, climbed a crack across a rocky razorback ridge. That's right, go Hogs. Found myself on the edge of nowhere. I'd tell the joke, but you'd had to be there. My don't these lollies sure look full all year. When I'm high on Ouachita, high as I ever saw the Arkansas, goldenrod and reindeer like in twist flowers in bloom. There's just no place I'd rather waste my afternoon. Ouachita. Oh, say it. I'm used to living on the edge of decisions. I'm pretty good in poor conditions, where I don't ever have to ask permission to be. Ain't nobody should ever ask anybody permission to be nothing, do you feel me? Cause the further I drift, the more frequent I dream. When the levee breaks, the mountains scream. It brings me close to the place I'd rather be. Washita. As I ever saw the Arkansas. Goldenrod and reindeer like in twist flowers in bloom. There's a snow place I'd rather waste my afternoons, it's true, than high upon Washita. I'll see you up there, friend.
The air is mighty fine, isn't it?
Thank you kindly. Oh, I'd like to give a shout out to old Lost 40 Brewing out there in Little Rock, Arkansas. If you're ever in there, they're the big reason for it. They brew out of that mighty fine Arkansas rice, I tell you what. They're responsible for getting our little happy behinds all the way out here to Bristol to y'all. My goodness. How's everybody feeling? I tell you what, it's been really cool. This whole touring thing, all of us are, I was telling someone last night, the touring business is basically a bunch of people carrying instruments and passing around the same $5 bill to each other. And that's kind of it. And I'm really happy to pass a $5 bill to my friends, new friends, Holy Roller. They'll be up tonight. Y'all get ready for that. Everywhere I go, I just hear nice things about those folks, and I'm really, really excited to hear them play tonight. Their sound check sounded wonderful, so y'all are in for a real treat. And thank you all so much for believing in this whole thing and coming out here and giving us a reason to be here. So it's all of y'all that made that happen. Thank you. All right, we weren't done with the lateral south quite yet. Just at the foothills of those Washitas, as they spill towards the Mississippi River, you hit the Delta country, East Arkansas, Western Mississippi, just about the entire central part of Louisiana. That's the whole Delta. Anyhow, I spent the first 4 or 5 months of the pandemic down in the Delta on the Monroe-Phillips County line. One of my best buddies, I was with him and our 2 pups, Baby and my old deceased pal, Rupert. This one's for Rupert. Anyhow, we thought we were going to be down there for about 2 weeks, right? So we bought a bottle of liquor and, some sundries and such. And we moved into this old farmhouse on the edge of my buddy's farm he grew up on, about 3,000 acres out there. We didn't have much to do. We just kind of dragged lawn chairs into a field, commenced to working on that bottle. So when the 2 weeks were up, really it was about a week, we realized we weren't going anywhere. So my buddy goes into Marvel, that's the nearest town, to pick up another bottle on a little sundry run. So I wake up one morning, he's gone doing this, and he comes back in his truck, and he gets out the truck, and he's laughing so hard. And he puts the bottle down on the table, and it's covered up in a brown paper sack. And he says, now, before you look at that bottle, let me tell you the story. He says, I went into Marvel, and there's the old drive-thru liquor store there on Highway 49. Marvel's basically where Levon Helm's from, if you're familiar. That's right. Anyhow, he went to this one drive-thru liquor store there, and he asked the fella, he says, hey, man, what kind of tequila you got back there? And the old fella says, man, I got Patron, and I got Joe Caruso. Hayden says, well, I never heard of Joe Caruso, and seeing as that we're all probably going to die here pretty soon, might as well check it out. So he picks up a bottle. And you see, I'm not advocating for this behavior, but it was customary for us that when we hit the dirt road on the way back to the farm, out of the reach of the old County Richards, that's the sheriff's, that you take a little nip off your sundry, enjoy your booty there. So evidently Hayden did this, and he saw what was written on the bottle there. And that's why he's laughing. So he tells me this whole story and says, now, take a look at the label on that bottle. And I pull it out of the bag. I did not reveal a label that said Joe Caruso. But
but I revealed a label that said none other than our good old friend Jose Cuervo. Bigger in Dallas. So we had to finish that bottle so we could go back in town just so I could hear the old fella say Joe Caruso, and sure as heck, he sure did. And we took a little ride. Let's take one together, friends. Painted trees, cotton in the delta breeze. I may need all of these things to get me through. I'll let the sun take my hand, hold me close and make me warm again. Tell me, have I got a friend? There ain't no feeling quite like those Helltown River Blues. That's hell in Arkansas. And there ain't no telling how long they're gonna stick around. So in the meantime, we'll do our best to keep these four tires planted on the ground. Gonna pick up some dirt, pop a top or two, I guess it couldn't hurt. Gonna burn a spliff in the middle of the road in the morning sun. This is how we'll have our fun. Make excuses for another sun rerun. Pop into Marvel, take Joe Caruso for a ride. Come on, Calvin, take a ride. Get me through. I'll let the sun take my hand, hold me close and make me warm again. Tell me, have I got a friend? Guess I'm gonna pop into Marvel, take Joe Caruso for a ride. Thank y'all so good. Oh, by
God, that was, you know, I hate to say it, honestly, it was kind of some of the best time I'd had. I'd just put out my second record, and it went nowhere because of the whole thing, and maybe that was for the best. Sometimes it's good to step back and reconfigure what you're doing. Y'all, I'd like to take this moment while we're tuning, because we care, and the union mandates it. Anyhow, power to the union. I'd like to introduce these guys up here I'm with. This over here, captain in the USS Starship, Sad Machine. This is Calvin Casual Cal Todd from Springfield, Missouri. Calvin also wanted me to mention that it is his and his wife's 1-year anniversary. That's good stuff. Yeah. That's tough to beat. Back here on the drums, he's been with me for forever. We kind of grew up in the scene together, I guess, in Central Arkansas, and we both live in Fayetteville now. This is Dickie D back there. That's Dick Darden, y'all, from Van Buren, Arkansas. Over here to my right on the bass, he's a youngin', but by God, he's an old soul. That is Charlie L. Chicharron Memphis Jones over there, y'all. Give it up for him. Last but not least, y'all, co-produced this album with me, a phenomenal songwriter in his own right. Look up his music, please. He's with Tape Dad. That's part of the whole Garhole, Fayetteville, Arkansas label. That is Grady Phillip Drug, y'all, playing that super cool guitar. My name is Dylan Earl. I also hail from the great daggum state of Arkansas. Although I was born in South Louisiana, I was naturalized by the natural state at a young age. And I plan on dying in Arkansas. And if I don't, you know, it was an accident. Anyhow, we just got a couple more for you guys. That last tune was the only song we're playing tonight that was off the old album, I Saw the Arkansas. Everything else we played tonight is off the new album I just put out last September. That is Level-Headed Even Smile. It is dedicated to a friend of mine, a late friend of mine, who's buried not too far from where he was born. This album goes out to William Kern, wherever you are, brother. The River Valley is a particular place. The Arkansas River comes out of the Rockies and cuts all the way down through the Arkansas. It splits the Ouachita's and the Ozarks. Comes into the Delta, along with several other rivers there, empties into the Mississippi. But the River Valley is really peculiar. A lot of worlds collide there. Oh, it's somewhere down where the kudzu meets the dark, and the darkness first let go of me. High in a cab of a buddy I had, he showed me the county air. 'Cause I used to not care about nothing, 'cause no one seemed to care for me. Nothing or no one. Let's roll the slow one all the way back until the dawn. 'Cause we were two kinds of loner, a misfit and a wayward son. He said, out on a ride is the best place to hide and wash away all your bad. La da.
I hang 'em out on the fence post and leave 'em not to be found. And every now and then I go and see my old friend where our brothers laid him down, 'cause we were two kinds of loner, a misfit and a wayward son. He sat out on the right is the best place to hide and wash away all your bad. Wash away all your bad. That's for William. Thank y'all so much. We got one more for you. One more big thank you to Radio Bristol, the folks at PBS. Y'all, long live PBS. Come on now, we need that. And big thanks to everybody here in Bristol, the Birthplace of Country Music Museum here for hosting us this evening. Y'all, this is fantastic. It's been a bucket list thing for me to come out here and get involved in Bristol, and the history here is awesome, and it's really, really cool. We made this album, and now we're here. It only took 4 records, but we made it. Y'all, this is the title track off the newest album I got. I hope you get a chance to check it out. If you'd like to pick up a copy, I got some outside. Those of y'all listening over the internet, on behalf of Garhole Records in Fayetteville, Arkansas, we'd be much obliged if you picked up a record, and also check out the entire roster. Grady's a part of that, and just buy some independent music. Keep enjoying and absorbing and buying independent music. Go visit your record shops. Just don't buy music from Jeff Bezos, please. All right, I wrote this song when I was on tour with my friends Chris Acker and Desiree Cannon. Oh man, we had been just going on about how abysmal the world is, and by God, it doesn't look pretty. So y'all go out there and be nice to someone different than you, that's for sure. But first and foremost, protect yourself too. Just like you have to assist yourself putting an oxygen mask on before you assist someone else, be sure to put a smile on your face. Focus on those little moments, especially our trees, our waterways, all the natural resources we have. That, man, that's how you really tap into your pure biological joy. So whenever I do that, some nights I'm crying on the back roads, I'm rolling my smoke backwards. I'm trying to keep a little level-headed, even smile. But when I ain't strong, I try to be strong enough. I try to be kind. Well, even when I've gotta be tough, I'm gonna keep my mind off the wintertime. Till I get back on my feet. Till then I gotta keep a little level-headed, even smile. And some nights I'm crying on the back roads, I'm rolling my smoke backwards. I'm trying to keep a little level-headed, even smile. Now don't you know I might take a while to get there. I'm just hoping I get anywhere. I'm trying to keep a little level-headed, even smile. and I feel small. I try to be big and bad, don't get me wrong. Well, I'm blessed for the lessons I've had. I'm gonna keep my nose on my own turn road. I'm about to reap the seed that I sow. Until then, I gotta keep a little level-headed, even smile. Some nights I'm crying on the back roads, I'm rolling my smoke backwards. I'm trying to keep a little level-headed, even smile. Now don't you know I might take a while to get there? I'm just hoping I get anywhere. I'm trying to keep a level-headed, even smile. All right, Calvin, make them smile. Tell them about it. Some nights I'm crying on the back roads. I'm rolling my smoke backwards. I'm trying to keep a little level-headed, even smile. Now don't you know I might take a while to get there? I'm just hoping I get anywhere. I'm trying to keep a little level-headed, even smile. I'm out here in Bristol, Virginia, Bristol, Tennessee, trying to keep a little level. I'm out here trying to keep a little level-headed, even smile in spite of it all. Thank y'all so good. Y'all remember, be kind to someone different than you. Alternate facts are not facts. That's a fact. Say no to fascism, friends. Woo! And we'll see you next time here in Bristol. Holy Roller up next. Y'all take care.
Yeah! Standing ovation, round one. Dang. Give it up, y'all. Dylan Earl and his great band. That's the stuff. That's the title track off of his latest record. As he mentioned, you should pick one of those up while you're here. Nice job, man. Y'all sound great. He's on Garhole Records, one of my favorite record labels happening right now. They're supporting all the cool artists doing cool things. Check out that label if you haven't before. We're going to set up. It seemed like y'all enjoyed that, huh? Check, check, check. It's the way to start the new year right there. Thank you guys. Appreciate that great set of music. And as we're getting set up, I want to let you know we're going to do a song here. Our first song in our little mini set is going to be a bit of a tribute to Bob Weir. You all know Bob Weir passed just a few days ago. One of the greats. We're going to do a cover that he did for many, many years. An old Howlin' Wolf tune written by Willie Dixon. Y'all good? We've got some pretty exciting things coming up this year. We're going to announce a big program Radio Bristol's putting on. I don't want to spoil it, but look for it. It's coming out. We'll be announcing it in the next couple weeks. Going to have a lot of music people in town for an event that we're putting together. It's going to be different than anything we've done before, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Just a little sneak preview. This is called Little Red Rooster, a tribute going out to Bob Weir. got steel? You got it? It's a good thing because I had no idea how that song went anyways. All right, that one goes out to Bob Weir. Rest in peace. All right, from Little Red Rooster to one called Little Man. Thank you, little man. And we'll get one from one of our favorite sponsors, our other sponsor, WCYB. This is a jingle we wrote for them. It's called From Virginia to Tennessee.
Check.
It's WCYB. From Virginia to Tennessee, it's news with integrity for your friends and your family. Watch News 5 WCYB. We're committed to community right here in the Tri-Cities. 3, 6, 5, 7 days a week. It's News 5 WCYB. With daily content and coverage, News 5 WCYB, proud to alert, empower, and protect our communities, served right here in the Tri-Cities and surrounding region. Dedication to hard work, neighbors helping neighbors, and a strong sense of commitment and integrity. It's News 5 WCYB. 3, 6, 5, 7 days a week. It's News 5 WCYB. Thank you, WCYB. We appreciate your support of Radio Bristol's Farm and Fun Time. And we're going to take a few minutes, do something a little different today. We're going to look at our community radio station, Radio Bristol, which reached its 10-year milestone last year and closed our 10 year. We're in our 11th year in 2026. And we just want to kind of remind folks about what Radio Bristol is, what it represents, how it plays such an important part in our community. To have a station like Radio Bristol in a small town like Bristol is really a rare and unique thing that we're so proud of, and we hope that you are too. The platform, as I mentioned, reaches people all over the world, and think that just 10 years ago this was just a little idea that started on a grassroots crowdfunding campaign, and here we are now. So we just wanted to look back on that, and we'll get Josh to hit that video. Go for it, Josh.
Meet me in the middle. You know I need you close. Oh, but it's always the little things I seem to miss the most. Oh, is that you I walking? Or do I see a ghost? Am I dreaming? Am I wishing? Or just a little bit of both?
Every day, the sounds of Bristol travel the airwaves, telling our story to the world. For the past 10 years, Radio Bristol has been sharing the music that started it all. And today, it's still connecting our communities one song at a time.
Sang with me.
Birthplace of Country Music is a 501c3 nonprofit organization based in Bristol. We have 3 different divisions: the Birthplace of Country Music Museum, which is a Smithsonian-affiliated museum, the Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion Music Festival that happens every September in Bristol, and of course we have Radio Bristol, which is our community radio station and really brings the community together.
My name's Chris Trulson. I'm the program director of Radio Bristol, and I've been here at Radio Bristol since it was born, 10 years. For me, one of the things that's so important and crucial about Radio Bristol is really the fact that we are a platform and a mouthpiece for Birthplace of Country Music, for all the events that we do here in downtown Bristol, for all the great things that we have here at the museum. The radio really serves as a platform to help to promote those things and to get the word out about all the great stuff that we do here with our amazingly talented staff.
Radio Bristol is a voice, and it's a voice that is not commercial. It's a voice that's diverse, but it's a connection point for people who are really interested in the music of this region, the music of Appalachia in general, and music in general. I feel extremely privileged to work here and work. We're volunteers, folks. An awful lot of us who keep the shows on the air are volunteers. And the fact of the matter is, it's a family. And it's, I think, important to an awful lot of us.
I think this community that has been built through Radio Bristol is really crucial to the whole idea of the mission of what Birthplace of Country Music is. And you know, over 10 years, we've really seen that community develop, change, and grow.
I think anybody who has ever given to a nonprofit or to a charity understands that the end of the year is one of the most important and critical times in meeting an annual budget for any 501c3 nonprofit or any nonprofit. And we're in the middle of our end of year campaign and can really use the support of our community and beyond.
When you give to the Birthplace of Country Music, you help keep that legacy alive through the festival that fills our streets, the museum that preserves our story, and the radio station that shares it every single day.
'Cause I can't forget the times I held you in all those songs you sang with me.
And a little look back on 10 years of Radio Bristol. It's been such a gratifying project to be a part of, as I mentioned. Just want to send a huge thank you to all of our community for the support, as well as our staff of volunteers. Give them a big round of applause. We've got a volunteer staff of about 40 people on Radio Bristol who dedicate a large chunk of their free time to providing broadcasting, to do a DJ, to help here at Farm and Fun Time with events. It's really an amazing thing, again, for such a small town like Bristol, so we appreciate it and just wanted to show our gratification, our gratitude. And, all right, are you all ready for our closer for tonight? I know you are. It's going to be a great way to close this evening. The show's already been amazing, but we couldn't ask for a better band to close out tonight. From Richmond, Virginia, this group's quickly proving that they intend to be the new face of Southern rock and Americana. Holy Roller has been all over the East Coast, selling out nearly every show the last year and this show for 2026, so congrats on that. And as I mentioned, these guys have been at Rhythm and Roots for a couple last years. Last year, they had like just one of the most electrifying performances. If you missed it, you really missed out. But it's good that you're here tonight. Y'all, give a big Farm and Fun Time welcome to Holy Roller.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Also, just so it's said, Dylan Earl is insanely popular. I don't think we sold this out on our own. In New Jersey, and her daddy looks like Jesus, and her mama's hair is curly. Well, she knows he killed her mama with a 10-gauge gun, and it messed her up bad. Well, she knows he killed her mama with a 10-gauge gun, and it messed her up bad. we've been driving in silence. And he ain't heard a word out of that pretty mouth since Christmas. Well, she knows the girl mama with a 10-gauge gun and a mystery bed. Well, she knows the girl mama with a 10-gauge gun and a mystery bed. All right, how are y'all feeling? And hold on, lies deep in the belly of Abraham. Hold on, lies deep in the belly of Abraham. Alone in the room and she's talking to herself again. And the old crows are calling the same old conversations. Well, she knows they killed her mama with a 10-gauge gun and a mystery bed. Well, she knows they killed her mama with a 10-gauge gun and a mystery bed. Then hold on, lies deep in the belly of Abraham. Hold on, lies deep in the belly of Abraham. Hold on, lies deep in the belly of Abraham. Hold on. Thank you, guys.
As you heard, we're Holy Roller and we're from Richmond, Virginia. And we really love coming back here. Like every time we're here, it kind of feels like coming home. It's our home away from home now. So thank you so much for making it such a wonderful place for us.
Wasted time and wasted mind. All this living turns into dying, and I believe. Cover me in chrome machine with braided hair, faded jeans, and I believe that freedom's in the back page of a dirty magazine. Freedom's in the back page of a dirty magazine. Well, alright. Willed and wait and high prayed. Every little good thing fades to gray, fades to gray. Flashlight hug, stick shift smile. God got killed in a flat track fire night. Well, I believe that freedom's in the back page of a dirty magazine. Freedom's in the back page of a dirty magazine. In the back page of a dirty magazine. Your sister's got my number, tell her I dropped in to see if that loudmouth she's been running with, is he half the man he says he is? You know I want a piece of him. 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 Hallelujah.
Sharp on my toes and my teeth, and I know you see. You're looking like you wanna try me, and everybody talks. Rumors soaking my hair and my thoughts, 'cause your devil grin comes round again. Those lessons years before, 'cause you've been steamrolling women all over this godforsaken shore. And everybody's girlfriend and lover asked me how I didn't fall for your charm. I didn't get my hands dirty. They tried to make me fall. This feeling is beautiful. We're dripping in sunshine and daisies, and we look so cute, you know. A couple beautiful, hot-headed crazies. How hard could it be not to mess up a damn good thing? But your devil grin comes round again. Lessons years before, 'cause you've been steamrolling with all over this godforsaken shore. And everybody's girlfriend and lover asked me how I didn't fall for your charm. I didn't get my head since years before. 'Cause you've been steamrolling women all over this God-forsaken shore. And everybody's girlfriend and lover asked me how I didn't fall for your charm. I didn't get my hands dirty. And you tried to make me fall. I didn't get my hands dirty. And you tried to make me fall. I didn't get my hands dirty. When you tried to make me.
Thank you guys so much. It's such an honor to get to play here. So many awesome names have come through this tiny little room, man. I mean, it's truly incredible. So thank you guys. Bristol's been so kind to us over the last 3 years. We've done Rhythm and Roots 3 years running. We're coming back this year for our 4th year. So seriously, the amount of love that this town has shown us is pretty unbelievable. So thank you guys so much. We love it. We love y'all. We love this town. And we're going to get into it, and I'm going to scream my head off now.
Up and push on, baby. And all I need is the taste of relief. I can't stand to wake up alone. Love me like you. Love me like you do. How can he? I can't sleep. Every time that I close my eyes, it's you. All that I see, woman, I've tried to bury all my grief.
do. Love me like, love me like you do. Love me like you do. Love me like you do. Love me like, love me like you do. Love me like you do. Baby, baby, love me like you do. Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Well, I feel like we're friends by now, right? And friends don't lie to each other, so
After all these years,
after
I'd
all
hope
these
so.
years, we're not gonna do that to each other. We are not used to playing to people seated, so it's interesting. I really like being able to look at all of your faces, but yeah, we can get a little rowdy, so it's kind of funny. We appreciate you bearing with us in these beautiful seats.
Thank you.
We're going to bring it down a little bit for one song. I hope that's okay, because it's only one song that we're doing that.
At some point, we kind of have to stomach that we're not a country band, but really revel in the way that this community has accepted us. I mean, it's birthplace of country music, right?
We still don't know what genre we are, to be honest. And I don't really know if that matters too much.
What does really matter is the way y'all have taken us in. And everybody back in the counties, too. Nobody bats an eye about it, man. It's crazy. We'll do that thing, that song we just did, El Camino. And they're just like, yep, been there. I guess country's a place, right? Or a memory. I don't want to get too poetic. We only have but so much time. Wait for my autobiography and we'll get real deep into it.
This always happens when he wears a turtleneck. I'm sorry, you guys.
Got me. All right, I'll sing the song. I've been wasting my time on things that don't matter now, and putting myself through the ringer like a telephone, and telling myself that the best things are gone when the best thing I've ever had is here. When it comes
Tired, haggard, and gray.
my best years behind me and set in my ways, the debts of my living I've already paid. I'd keep you beside me the rest of my days. Sorry, I was thinking about how I got burned. I went into the wrong part of the song. I saw Springsteen do that once too. So if he can do it, we can do it. When it comes time for leaving, I'd leave just fine. You can't take it with you, you fill up on mine. The weather sets in, there's nothing but snow on the ground. I'd tell you I love you, you'd listen this time. It ain't nothing worth leaving without you by my side.
It ain't nothing worth leaving without you by my side.
Thank you.
We have one more song for y'all. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with us. We're not as scary as we seem like we would be. So if you would like to come say, hey, we'd love that. We'll be hanging around out there. We'd love to meet you or meet you again. So feel free to get a little rowdy with us, you know. Contained to your area, but if you feel it, we will feel it.
All right. I do this every time. We're gonna count this off together. All right. Y'all down to count it off together? That's like one person is willing to do it. It's okay, I can just do it. If anybody else would like to join in.
Thank you guys so much. We've been Holy Roller. Please come say hey to us. This is fantastic. Thank you guys for having us.